Wow. You got it right. Super smooth.
I have a question for you because I know that you worked very closely with one of his main producers.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any experience with Michael Jackson?
Unfortunately, I never had like an experience like meeting him.
Meeting him, yeah.
I never had the honor of meeting him in person, but it's interesting. I felt connected to him in his music, of course, but I felt connected because my producer was really, really close with him.
Yeah.
You know, outside of the studio, they were really, really close, good friends. And I just remember of just hearing just the crazy stories about him and just his work ethic and...
Yeah, what was his work ethic like?
Insane.
Really?
Just insane, like unmatched.
Yeah.
He would literally just go out into a random field and just listen to any sounds that were happening around him. And he would literally create music in his mind.
Rodney told you that? And then he would come back and tell Rodney how to put it together?
And he'd be like, I got it. Like, I got it.
Really?
And yeah, and he would literally get into the studio and
so he would arrange everything mentally first, just go out into silence and
he was just, unique isn't even the right word, but truly there's nobody like him. And
every singer, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but every singer, like I remember listening to a cappella tracks of him when I was trying to learn to sing. And I would just listen and listen and listen to his articulation, to the harmonies that he would stack when you listen to these a cappella takes of him. So, okay, I have more questions for you. Let's finish this and then, yeah.
It was Sunday, but a black day. By the member station, sounding heartbeats and televisions. And then you get so you won't, I won't get. Yeah, you won't say, you get it, you won't pay. Yeah, you won't say, you get it, you won't pay. And you won't get, so and you won't pay, and you won't pay. And you won't pay, but you got this, but you won't pay.
It is so good. I mean, laid the foundation for the rest of us and the rest of artists.
That's right. That's right. What an experience.
Right. Wow.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Come on.
And the distortion on the mic at the end, just to prove, like, hey, this was all live. Don't you think for a second that this was not live. This was live.
Not singing live. He almost always sang live, actually.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Incredible. What?
My gosh.
So Ronnie, did they create songs together? I know they were great friends. Did they actually create songs
they
together?
did. I mean, a lot of times, like I said, Michael was such a visionary, and he was always making music. Like, it's just, he was music. Like, that's how I feel about him. And what's interesting is, like I said at the beginning, I never had the honor to meet him, but I felt like I knew him, because when you hear a lot about someone, you almost feel like you've met them before. That's exactly how I felt about him. Rodney used to tell me that the craziest stories about him, and like working with him in the studio, and how he'd always say, like, there's nobody like him, and there will never be anybody like him. And nowadays people throw around the word icon and legend and all those things. And it's like, truly though, an icon. Like, not only did he lay the foundation, he paved the way for so many artists, for so many dancers, singers,
oh my gosh,
producers. Like, I mean, it really is amazing to think of just the fact that he produced so much of what you actually saw and you heard. He wasn't like a lot of artists even nowadays, where they get signed. Like, he was, in a sense, his own label. Like, it's like they trusted him.
He was doing so many different things within the music production side and the marketing side.
Exactly. He was truly an artist. And I even remember this one time my manager was telling me that he would call the house sometimes, and he would call to talk to Rodney. And there was one time that my manager picked up the phone, and she was like, answer it like normal. And he's like, "This is Michael." And she's like, "Michael who?" With an attitude. I mean, and it was like, "Michael Jackson." It's like, "Oh, let me get Rodney for you."
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, just unmatched. And I always heard that he was the kindest soul, like truly so humble, so down to earth, but the most,
that's what I've heard as well,
brilliant genius. Like, just truly,
when it comes
like a musical
to music
genius.
and a musical genius, truly a musical genius.
So
incredible.
I could say a
that's
lot
cool,
more,
babe.
but it's just really cool
to had that experience,
to listen to a song that's been around forever, and to realize like the legacy that he left. And that's what's so powerful about music, and the influence that you can have, and that he had on so many, and the fact that it's still, his legacy still lives on. It's beautiful. I love it.
That was so fun.
And
fun. There's channels that have so many different live takes of him. I feel like we need to get through all of them.
Let's double down. I want to hear more.
I hope you'll do that with us.
Yeah.
Even if you don't, we're going to do it anyway, because we love this kind of music. I get inspired every time, and I feel like I'm learning as I'm watching him.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Let us know what y'all thought. Love you guys. Thank you for those who have watched this, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you soon.
Peace.